Hello everybody, and welcome to Metroid Fusion. Now, Metroid Fusion is possibly one of my favorite games. It is my favorite Metroid title, and the reason for that is because it takes a very different spin on most of the things that it tries to do in terms of things like the Metroid style. This isn't me playing, this is just an intro. The reason it's my favorite Metroid game is because it has a sense of gameplay mechanics and fear that most Metroid games in general don't do, and games, standardized and in general can't accomplish well. So for being a 2D platformer shooter game, it does a really good job of being scary. Now, first I want to apologize that it's been a while since I've streamed. Second of all, my name is Dead Bread now, and that's because Cindersight I didn't like the idea of it, and the roots from which that name came made me a little sad, so I'm trying to forget about it and stuff. But, on the other hand, let me know how it goes, let me know if there's any problems. If there are any problems in terms of things like recording, then just let me know. I think there's a problem off the bat that I should handle real quick. That should be it. Okay, good. Let's try this. Okay, that should do. That should be a little bit better. Let me know how everything sounds and stuff. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I don't know how long it will take me to beat this game exactly. But I have played it through a bunch of times. I'm not going to try and 100% it, but yeah, okay. I'd been assigned to watch over the biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Hey, someone's here! Let me know how everything sounds. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. I was unaware of my condition. I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it, and it transported me to the Galactic Federation headquarters. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seemed that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was repaired and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived reborn as something different. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. Sorry, just adjusting some things. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking for the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I've found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. That's Adam Malkovich, by the way. So the reason I'm playing Metroid Fusion is because it's more or less a direct sequel to Metroid 2. Actually, wait, no, it's not. But to Metroid 2 or Metroid Samus Returns, this takes place after that, because when they leave SR388, the Metroids are all dead, and then the X starts, you know, multiplying and growing, and then this ship is supposed to collect, you know, and research things from SR388, which is the planet we are currently orbiting, I believe. So yeah. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. Hello? My controller's acting up. Huh, alright, hold on. I can fix this. It's not too bad. I did not want to open that. Let's see, settings. Controllers. That one. Hello? Huh. Okay, I might have to Bluetooth this, because I'm doing it hardwired and it's acting up. I am playing this on an emulator, but I do own it. So don't get me wrong with that one. Oh, it's because I didn't click on the stupid window. Okay, maybe that's not the case. It says my thing is connected, so maybe my thing's just being weird. Alright, let's try this. Okay, so that's working. Alright. Okay, there we go. Sweet, now I don't have to keep it hardwired. Samples from SR388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now, go to the quarantine bay. Oh boy. Huh, it's a little framey. That's kind of weird. I remember it being much more smooth. Maybe it's an issue I'll look into eventually. It definitely plays kind of weird. Huh. Maybe I should restart my emulator because it's acting up a little bit. Kind of weird. Alright, so once I get to a save station, then I'll do that. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. Living things, my dude. So, something that's different about Metroid Fusion that I lightly touched on just a while ago was the use of very, you know, something very, very linear. The story itself is very direct. It's not like... It's like, imagine like Metroid Prime 1, the first Frygate Orphan. And, but like, that's this, 24/7. This is unfortunate news. The specimen brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey, and any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroid were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it also has changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X here are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Yep. Now get going. I have released the lock on the level 0 hatches. Look for blinking hatches. Cool, cool. So our goal here is to go as quickly as possible to get to each and every one of these X parasites and exterminate them. Because if they go throughout the facility, then they will keep reproducing and growing within other hosts, like other monsters and even scientists and stuff, if some of them are still alive. And we need to get rid of that, because if they keep growing, then they can go and they can, you know, wipe out the entire galaxy or, you know, universe, everything. Because it'll just grow and keep infecting things. So unless there are certain things that we can do, unless you had a Metroid vaccination or Metroid DNA in your body, you would die. I have received news from the headquarters. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Okay, so while this is going, I'm going to do a quick checkup and make sure that everything's working. That computer reminds me of the gruff Federation CO I served under the name of Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Alright, just real quick. I'm gonna go to my thing and make sure that everything's working. Hold on. I gotta go to both YouTube and Twitch because I'm streaming to both. Let's see here. Okay, it does say that I'm live. And it looks like it's running well. If it's choppy on my side, but it looks good on this, then I'm not complaining. So let's see here. It's taking a little bit to load. The chat's off to the right, by the way. It doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Does it look better on this screen? No, it's still kind of framey. Okay, I have an idea. This might help, but it might also slow down some stuff and cause potential issues. But I'm gonna give it a shot. What's gonna happen, you know? I shouldn't say that because then the worst will absolutely happen. Okay, let's try this. Huh. Maybe it's something with the settings. I'll have to check. Let's see, frame size. It's weird. It's not... Let's try... Maybe it just fluctuates and it's just being super weird. Okay, I might have to do something real quick. Let's see. Tools, settings. Let's see. Let's take that back down to the regular Let's try that. Huh. Let's try that. See what happens. Sync the video. Okay, that looks much better. But the audio's a little bit crackly, so maybe I should unlock the audio. Okay, I am definitely locking the audio. Okay, let's try this. Okay, awesome. Alright, awesome! It's looking really good now. I'm glad I figured that out. Let's see how it looks on the stream. Oh, it looks wonderful! Alright, we're gonna stick with that then. Oh, it looks so much more crisp and good. Alright, cool. Alright, I guess I don't have to worry about it being kind of gay then. I'm gonna, once I get the chance, I'm gonna invite some people to my stream. They can watch on either YouTube or Twitch, whatever they want to do. I'm not going to attempt to 100% this game, solely because of reasons, and it would just take too long, and I don't know the routes to absolutely everything. But I will try and do a little bit more than normal, solely because there's a few things in this game that I still want to surprise myself with. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. Ugh, excuse me, here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to get to that target. Alright. I'm not going to recharge because I think I've got this under control for the most part. And I should be breezing through this game pretty quickly. And I should be breezing through this game just because I played it so many times and I've beaten it so many times. This is in no way a speed run. Thank goodness. So, although there are some crazy speedruns. There's a certain glitch you can do in this game, but it's like a glitch that has been like approved by, it's not really a glitch, it's like planned, but people thought it was a glitch. You can do a certain thing where you can get to a certain place in the game by using the speed booster in a certain area. I'll give it a shot. I'll probably try a time or two, maybe 3, 4, it depends on my mood. If I finally do it, then that would be absolutely great, but I've done it once before, so I'll let you guys know once it happens. Oh, I'll take that. Yeah. Alright, now I believe that there's another thing around here somewhere. If I can find it. Hold on. Where is it? Is it like right here? I know that you use missiles to get to it, I think. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that was close. Then you come over this way, and then free stuff. Free schmackos. Alright. And this is where the X have been gathering, and they created basically a super X parasite that mimics a very large prey. Ow! Okay, that was weird. Haha! The music for this game is also really well made, and it does a really good job protecting with the ambiance. Woo! Woo! Alright, let's see here. I still gotta invite some friends and do some stuff. I should probably change the name. It's definitely not going to be a full playthrough. Let's see here. Alright, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to go and change the name of some stuff. There should be a little bit of lag because I'm opening a web browser and stuff. And actually, why can't I'll just do it from here. It'll be faster. Okay, it's definitely not going to be a full playthrough, but it will be part 1. And I do plan on finishing this, so don't stress too much to any of those who are watching. The reason I talk, even though there's no one watching my stream currently... Oh, wait, no, that says part 2. The reason I talk even though there's not really anyone watching my stream is because my streams get saved. And what if somebody wants to watch my stream later, you know? It's just common courtesy, you know? I do plan on getting a new PC, so I'll be able to stream more demanding games and stuff. I'm not gonna ask for anything like a, hey, donate to me so that way I can get my thing. You know, donate to me so that way I can get my computer. I actually already have all the money and I'm gonna order it soon. I put the PC all together. It's gonna be really, really powerful. Currently I'm on my laptop that I'm gonna use for college and stuff, but I'm gonna have a full decked out gaming PC and it's gonna be really cool. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully it'll be cool. Okay, so let's see here. Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities in biosensors. Sector 1 is a stimulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked with the earlier explosion. Okay. We won't go in that room because that room's freezing cold. Maybe we can do a no death run. That'd be kind of cool, huh? It'd be interesting to try out. See, and then this is like the first instance of true fear in the game. Spooky. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw that when I was a kid, this was like my first ever video game, I was terrified, yo. Because I was in space, and all I had was a little arm cannon, and my colors were different, and I was scared. Let's go to Twitch and make sure everything's working out. I hope it is. Let's see. Yeah, it does say I'm live. It doesn't say... Oh, it wouldn't say anything. It's just... I have 3 views, so some people have already started looking at my stream chat and stuff. That's kind of cool. Here's the chat. Let's see if it comes through. Hey! Cool. I don't know why it says those icons, though. Oh, I'm a moderator and the broadcaster. Okay, that's why it says those icons. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I will report when I know more. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now, get moving. Alright. Something I wanted to talk about was that, it's really hard for streamers to get back into streaming and stuff, when, what is it called? It's really hard for people who do YouTube or stream video games to get back into it, mainly because, you know, it's difficult for people to constantly be doing it. And once they stop after a while, and the only reason I've been giving up is solely due to work and stuff. Like, I work almost full time. That's gonna be slowing down here soon, but I'm just glad I could stream a game now because I'm off today. I also get off next Wednesday, because it's Memorial Day. I believe it's Memorial Day, if I remember correctly. I'm not good. I'm easily forgetful. But yeah, so I'm trying to keep a consistent thing. I know that I changed my name a lot on YouTube and stuff, and I have a completely new Twitch, so all my Twitch followers are gone. And but my account has been dead for a little while, but I really hope to keep it going because streaming is one of my favorite things to do, and I enjoy it a lot. So, something that I've always looked forward to. Oh, I've been meaning to stream the Prime games. But I'm gonna do that when I get my new computer, and it's gonna hopefully be powerful enough for me to be able to stream those games while playing the Dolphin emulator, which is a GameCube emulator and Wii emulator. And then I'm going to basically get the trilogy, the Metroid trilogy game, and I'm gonna play them all on here, but with upgraded textures and graphics, and I'm going to stream the entire game, and hopefully it'll look really good. I don't think I remember these guys from SR388 from Metroid 2. I think they're just smaller versions, and they're more gay or something, I don't know. Oh, that was close. So something that actually really impresses me was that the Game Boy was one of the first consoles to actually feature 60 frames per second gameplay. That's partially why it was some of my favorite. Other reasons were that the sound was really, like, almost all of Nintendo's soundtracks for the games. And I don't know if it's just pleasing or if it's just in terms of things like the sound font it uses, but it really does make me, you know, intrigued, and it pleases me greatly. Okay, hold on. I think I'm gonna get rid of this stupid Chad donation thing, because that's kind of dumb and kind of lame. So I'm going to edit this and then never repeat. Okay. And that should be good. So it'll never repeat, and there will be like a thingy. So there's that. I've been streaming for about 20 minutes now. Huh. Interesting. 30 minutes. Really? 30 minutes. Wow. I don't plan on streaming for that long because I do want to go hang out with my friend later, but hopefully this is a good start into the game. Oh my gosh, my controller's awful. I have also gotten Dark Souls Remastered for my Switch. I'm gonna play that once I get the chance. Oh, hey, man. I have also homebrewed my Switch. So I would be playing this on that, but the only problem is it's incredibly buggy and the layers aren't right, and just some games are a little bit confusing, you know. Because I actually had this game on the Switch. Hey, cut it out, man. Oh, I see. I even forget things now. Haha! Sweet, yo. I can't remember what was over this way. I think it was a missile Yeah. I think I remember those guys. Something I want to stream is Metroid Other M. I mean, the game, for being a Metroid title, that game is absolutely horrendous. But for being a game in general, it's not too bad. Especially for a game that came out on the Wii. Definitely not the Metroid we deserved, and definitely not the Metroid that anybody wanted. But it was still okay, in my opinion. So maybe I'll stream that kind of as like a thingy. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But I'm definitely gonna do the Metroid Prime series when I can with upgraded graphics and stuff, because that's just cool. You know. Like, it's called Metroid Prime Remastered, and it's a huge texture overhaul, and it looks like a AAA title. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So, I'm really excited to give it a shot and to play with that. Hopefully my computer can run it. I don't see why it couldn't. I'm putting in a GTX 1063 gigabyte. I believe it's a 3700K, and I'm going to do 16 gigabytes at 2400 of the Vulkan DDR4 RAM and a solid state drive. So I'm spending a lot of money on this thing. Like, it's an $850 build, and it's all entirely custom built, but hopefully it'll be super worth it. I think it will be. It'll probably last me quite some time until I decide to finally upgrade. Spooky, yo. Sweet. Good stuff. And now I can charge beam, and technically this counts as 2 bullets as one. Something that I really wanted to do was have like customizable things, because there's more than one beam in the game. And I want to see, like, because in the previous games, if you got certain abilities and you didn't activate them, like, you could unequip them or just completely skip them, like Metroid Zero Mission, for example. You could skip certain beams if you were good enough. Super Metroid, you can just completely turn off a beam and turn it back on later. And it would do different sounds and different, like, visual effects and stuff. So I don't think there's a way to really sequence break anything in this game, which is kind of a letdown, but that's also kind of why I like it. Oh, I got every single one. Because it's like, you know, just really good and stuff. But I wanted to see what it would be like if I skipped a beam. Like, if it would have any different color effects or anything, you know? And obviously there's no ice beam, but there is waves and spazer. The spazer beam, I remember that. So, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a little bit because this controller's funky. Sweet. That wasn't so bad. I'm still alright. I got 45 missiles, I got 3 energy tanks, and I'm only an hour into the game. It's alright. I got it. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm not going to go that way because I don't have to. Because I've already been that way. Oof. Something I'm really excited for is Shadows Die Twice. At first I thought it was just a Bloodborne 2, which I was still excited for because Bloodborne is a really good game. Oh my gosh. He's a large boy. Okay, that's a blue door. I thought that was a level 0 hatch, but it's not. Alright, I'm going to get to the next zone, and then I think I'm gonna... Actually, I'll go a little bit longer. Yeah, I still got time. I have about 30 more minutes before I have to fold my laundry and do stuff. I'll read some of these, but, you know. Okay. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too. Huh. It's weird because in this game, they give Samus a personality. But they do it in a way that makes sense. But it's interesting because in other M they take that feeling and they grow on it. But I feel like they went too much with it. There's a, like, I'm okay with the idea of giving Samus a personality because she's human too, and that implies character development. She's not just this running, gunning, killing machine. It's, you know, she has feelings too. But in Metroid Other M, they took it too far. But I feel like that they were following this kind of example. Because later in the game, there is a scene where Samus, you know, does something that represents a human-like attribute. And I won't go too far into it, but, like, it's just interesting because was it hardware limitations or was it just because they didn't want to do it? I know that the Game Boy itself could have definitely handled something close to what we saw in Metroid Other M in terms of the scripting and stuff. But was it because there wasn't enough room on this cartridge? Because this cartridge is probably like way over, like, you know, if not, it's cutting it incredibly close to what the hardware limitations could handle. Because with all these graphics and, you know, all this stuff, I mean, obviously it's not HD. The original Game Boy screen was rendered out in 240p at 60 frames per second. And, you know, just the graphics itself. I heard they were, that someone was working on a Metroid Fusion 2.5D remake. At least I want to say I heard that, but I'm not sure if that's... Wait, these doors are unlocked? Wicked. Wait, what's in here? I want to say there's something in here, but I honestly can't remember. Do I have bombs yet? No. Okay, I'm just going crazy then. Oof. I'm trying to remember what from Metroid 2 or Metroid Samus Returns, where do these guys come from? Like these enemies and stuff. Okay, so all the enemies from here are from Metroid 2, but the graphics were just a little bit different. Definitely not all of them were in Samus Returns. In fact, the enemies for those games was actually quite generic. So, like, they were generic and only followed one thing, you know. And there was just different colors to add a little bit more depth than normal. I don't want to stretch the game because that just looks strange. Okay, so in terms of the stream, I can have this over here, but I don't want to stretch the game, for example. But something I do want to try, I'll duplicate it so that way I don't screw anything up. But I'll take this. So, for example, instead of going like this, what if I just went like this? See, but that looks awful. That's my problem. So I'm going to remove this, and I kind of want to try something, but it'll be a little bit more demanding. Maybe instead of the wallpaper, I can just remove this. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just go like this. And then I can take this, and I can duplicate it, and I can paste it here. Alright, and then, so I'll have two. But I can take this one and add like a thingy, like a filter. Maybe I can add a blur. So far there's only a sharp and... Oof, that's painful to look at. Let's not do that. Let's see. A scroll? What does that mean? Oh, what the? Huh. That's kind of spooky, but I can see how that's useful. I was thinking of like taking it and kind of like going like this and then centering it. Here, hold on. Transform. Let's do center. Then we can take this and go like that. And then have this one like in the center. But that looks weird because it doesn't have a blur. Yeah, I'll if I could figure something out, then I'll do it later. But as for right now, we're just gonna stick to this. All right. Oh, come here, you. So I think I'll finish up this, and then I'll call it quits for the episode. Like this sector. We do end up coming back to this sector, which is kind of cool. There is a little bit of backtracking, but it does it in a way that's clever. It's a lot better to see this game in a more crisp form. I've emulated it before, but I've done a few settings that make it a little better. You know, just look clean. You know, not like gritty. Holy cow, that was crazy. Yeah, I'm not worrying about you, punk. Alright, so soon there should be a thingy. I remember as a little kid getting stuck on this part, not knowing what to do, because you just barely can't get that. And then there's like a thingy here that ends up doing that, which is no indication whatsoever, so it's like kind of unnerving. Because I hadn't played Super Metroid before, and they first introduced those in Super Metroid. You know, the rising pillars that you get after a bomb. So, there's that, I guess. Ugh. I can't remember what's over that way, but I think it's useless. Like, I can't do anything with it. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, that's no good. Well, something important happens in that room, so... I can't do anything in there either. Wait, yes I can! Wait, no I can't. I can't jump high enough. Why is this door open? Okay, weird. Did I get something? I think I heard something. We're not going to waste our time going up. Wait, wait. That downward thing was just a distraction. I remember. Four energy tanks. We're practically unstoppable. So there still are puzzle elements in this game, but they do a really good job at hiding them and making them, you know... Oof. But they do a really good job at hiding things and, you know, doing certain stuff. I've also never noticed the detail on the backgrounds. It's very impressive. Hey there. Oh, what the... My controller's acting up. It's being strange. Please don't. Ouch, dude. Ah, my controller. It's making me upset. There we go. Oh, he's scrumch. Oh, I forgot that hurts it. I also don't remember this enemy from Metroid 2. Come on, one more, I think. One, maybe two. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah! High jump boots. So something that's actually cool is you can actually take your Game Boy for the original game, and once you beat the original game of Metroid Prime, you could link this game, because these games were being developed at literally exactly the same time by two different companies, and they contacted each other and said, well, what if we made it so this game's for the Game Boy, and what Metroid Prime 1 is made for the GameCube, and they were both the consoles were made by Nintendo, and they're like, what if we made it so we had a Game Boy Advance link cable that would connect your Game Boy to the GameCube, and you could transfer data. And they were like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. I'll get back to that in a second. Should I wake him? Should I upset him? Oh yeah, I forgot he was incredibly dangerous. Like, that took a whole 100 energy. That was scary. Anyway, so they were like, hey, let's do a thing where if you beat Metroid Prime 1, you can unlock the fusion suit. So maybe I will attempt to do that. I don't think they have it for the trilogy version, though, which is something that's just a little bit... I'm going to go down here because they have free stuff. I don't think that's something that they did for the trilogy version. I don't think you can pair it. But you might be able to unlock it somehow. So if there's a way to do that, then I will definitely do that, because, you know, you'll basically see all the exact same suits and stuff in Metroid... No, Metroid Prime 2 is a little different. But I just think it's cool playing in that with the fusion suit. You know, I always thought it was really cool and interesting. So, if I can unlock it, I'll do it. Oh, come on. These boys be ugly. They're actually mutating and growing. It's kind of cool. We'll visit them later. I remember having a very difficult time with this section of the game. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching this video, or watching this stream. For those of you who did, I will be back as soon as possible to record this, but it probably won't be until the weekend, or it's Friday, or probably Friday, probably tomorrow. Yeah, I could probably do it then. But anyway, other than that, stay toasty. I actually didn't come up with that, like the toasty thing. Well, I did, but I was kind of like, hey, I'm a bread and a toast, and stay toasty. Anyway, have a good one, guys. See ya.